Hey Redbook, it's Hilaria Baldwin. I'm here today to show you some exercises to get you fit and feeling good after a baby. Let's get started. So this exercise that we're going to do really focuses on your center. Your core opens while you are pregnant, and as it comes back together, you can help it a little bit, plus strengthening your pelvic floor through this exercise. So you're going to come into a forearm plank. This is called dolphin plank in yoga. You really want to firm up your center. Sometimes it helps to have somebody tell you if your butt is either too high or too low. Zip your legs up. You can even squeeze your ankles together. And then really engage, almost think like a Kegel. It's really engaging through your pelvic floor. Now you can hang out here. If it's too difficult, you can always drop your knees down, especially if you're closer to when you're exercising after giving birth. But from here, if you'd like to go a little bit further, you're going to bend the right knee almost to the floor, and then the left knee, and then the right knee, and then the left knee. If you'd like to go a little bit further, flip your palms up and really relax your hands so you're not putting any tension in places where it shouldn't be. Constantly pulling up through your center, there's a tendency for it to drip a little bit. So you really want to stay firm and connected. The more that you hold your core in, the better that this exercise is going to be. You can do 3 sets of 10. Hold it at the end if you can for a little bit of challenge. Release down, and then you're going to stretch out your tummy. This exercise that we're going to do is going to strengthen your hamstrings and your buttocks muscles. Your legs go through a lot with the extra weight of carrying your baby around. So learning to strengthen them after is really important, stretching and strengthening them. So separate your feet as wide as your mat, or about maybe 2 feet apart. And you're going to turn the toes out a little bit. You're going to flex the feet. And then you're going to lift your pelvis up towards the ceiling. This is going to target the hamstrings and right into the crease where your butt begins. And you're going to lower down an inch and then lift up an inch. Lower down and then lift up. This is a variation on bridge pose. And changing your feet position in this will target different places of your hamstrings and your glute muscles. You're going to want to do 3 sets of 10 of these. When you're done, you release down, and you can draw your knees in and relax. Working your obliques and side body is extremely important postpartum. This exercise has a lot of different variations because it can be a little bit tricky. So really take it easy right after the baby is born, and then you can go further from there. You're going to bring your feet all the way together in your plank position. Again, if this is too difficult, you can always drop your knees down to the floor. Take your hand to the center of the mat, and then you're going to rotate onto that side. You're going to flex the bottom foot. If this is too difficult, just step the top leg across yourself, or you can always drop the bottom knee down. And then from here, you can either have your arm up, you can bring it over. If it helps you to bring the hand to the hip, that's absolutely fine as well. And then from here, really press into the standing hand and then lift the hips up an inch and then down an inch and up and down. So you should feel all the work going through your obliques, through your side body right here. And again, everything is just kind of toning and coming back in, helping your body heal and reconnect after having your baby. From here, you will do 3 sets of 15 of these. And when you're done, come back to center. Sit back, and then feel lengthening through both sides. Repeat on the other side. Our hips do a lot of work when we are carrying our baby and when we're having the baby. And then postpartum, everything has to come back in. A lot of tension can build up through the hips with all that stress. Opening and releasing them should be part of your daily practice. So this is a nice little figure 4. You can go all the way into ankle to knee pose. If you have tighter hips, start here. You're going to extend one leg out, and you're going to cross the other ankle on top of the knee. You can sit up, working on opening all through the side. This is where you should feel it. If this is too easy for you, take your hands behind yourself, tilt slightly back, bring the bottom foot to the floor as you bend the knee, and press the chest forward, encouraging the knee towards the front of the room. And then if this is too easy for you, you can begin to stack ankle on top of knee, and then the knee on top of ankle. If you have a large space here, you can always place a blanket or a pillow in between here, or you can just hold it, protecting this. You don't ever want to stretch too intensely because your body will seize up and you won't get more flexible. You want it to be a very easing process into it. It should still feel challenging, but not overwhelming. And then little by little, you can allow the knee to come down. This is going to really stretch both hips at the same time. If that is easy for you, you can begin to lean forward and sit down, and this should get into a really intense, nice stretch. Little by little, don't overwhelm yourself. You have the rest of your life to work on it. Thank you so much for watching and working out with me. I wish you the best of luck with your new baby, and I hope that you feel